welcome to the very first Unturned lore that I have ever done. This is not a original lore that anyone has implemented to the game or anyone has done. This is 100% made by me, and the names of this is made by me as well. I made up the names of the characters, basically just to add drama to it. So this is gonna be more of an entertaining lore, a custom lore by me. I did write everything of this in the first part. You're gonna hear the first part, there's gonna be several if people enjoy this first one. The title of this Unturned lore that I have written is called Mind of John, the Vengeance. And yes, this is John Burroughs, which you probably have heard in the video Exploring the Sewers. At least that was the title of it before. I renamed it to Exploring the Metro/Subway, whatever it's called. Anyways, let's just start. Many years ago, a man by the name of John Stewart was born. You have probably not heard about this man, but everyone will know about him soon. John was born in a city by the name of Atlanta, and it didn't take many years after that he finished school to move. He moved to Washington first, and studied there for about 4 years. Then after those 4 years, he decided to become a spy, because he didn't find any other job after that he finished school. At least he didn't want to. He didn't become any spy, no, he became a spy for the American government. What John did for a living wasn't very fun. He had to see a lot of bad stuff and be in very dark to see what no man or woman should ever have to see. But why did he do this then? Was it because he thought it was gonna be fun? No. He did it for his girlfriend. Yes, which means Jessica. She disappeared in Russia many years ago when she was on a trip there. She disappeared in Russia many years ago. She took a trip there, stayed there for a few days, and never returned to Washington. He just wants to find out what happened to her. She disappeared many years ago in Russia. She just went to a trip there and she never returned. After a few years, well, John got a bit pissed and he wanted to find out what happened to her. That's the reason why he became a spy for the American government, because he knew that they could send him to Russia to find out what the mafia is doing. But he's not doing it for the mafia, because he heard sources that the mafia kidnapped a girl by the name Jessica. You might wonder why I call him John Burroughs instead of his birth name John Stewart. Well, he had to get a new identity because he couldn't risk his family name and put his family members in any risk of getting harmed while he goes undercover and tries to find out what happened to his girlfriend Jess and what the mafia is up to. This is the story about John Burroughs. John woke up one day after that he had moved to Moscow and thought to himself what the next move should be, because he really wants to find Jessica and find out what the mafia is doing to her. Should he just try to sneak into the mafia and play as mafia, or should he just kidnap one of the mafia members and just force him to tell him where the hell Jess is and what they are up to? No, John thought. I can't do anything like that. I can't kidnap anyone because that would be way too much. But they did indeed kidnap Jess, he thought. A few days later, John has finished his master plans. He's just gonna go to the mafia headquarters and try to eavesdrop on them, and hopefully they will say where they have taken Jess and what they are planning on doing with her. And what they are gonna do to her. John packed his gear, he gathered a lot of stuff towards this mission. Some of the stuff he gathered was a pair of night vision goggles, 2 pair of underwear, some toilet paper, and a thermos containing coffee. That was not all the stuff that he packed though. He also packed a rifle. To be precise, a maple strike in case something goes wrong. He would do anything to see Jess' beautiful face again. He made a promise before he left Washington. He said to Jessica's parents that he would find her and that they will see her again. Alive, that is. John was thinking about this before he went to bed. He had been drinking a few beers, strong ones, and he felt so shit that he was considering suicide because he just thought about it. What if he doesn't find where Jess is, and what if he finds out that she is dead? John knew that suicide wasn't an option. How can you enjoy life and do what you enjoy doing if you're dead? Nah. John was going to find Jess. Whatever it took, he's gonna find her. The very next day, John packed his stuff into his car, and right after that he had had some breakfast. He was ready to get back at those goddamn mafia members. John got into his car when he finished up packing. He turned the radio on and started to drive towards Petersburg. After a few hours, Jan arrived to Petersburg. He booked into a hotel and paid enough to stay for at least 30 days there. On the way to Petersburg, he had bought a diary. A brand new one which had no title. He was gonna write about his life and why he is there. He started off by writing the title of the book, Mind of John, The Vengeance. He started off by writing down what his life is about and who he is. Then he started to write down why he is in Russia and what he will do there and what he will succeed doing. That was a bit of introduction to the series. If you guys would want something more about this series, just let me know in the comments below. Make sure to slap that like and subscribe button. You don't need to subscribe, but you can leave a like because that really means that you appreciate it. And I will of course make a part 2 of this. I'm already, when you're watching this, probably working on it because this was just a quick introduction to the series. I hope you all enjoyed because I really enjoy doing these videos, and by liking, you actually show that you enjoy them, because with my videos, I actually work hard and put time and effort into doing them. I hope you all enjoyed. When you're watching this, I'm probably working on the part 2 of this, and it's gonna contain more about what's going down. It's gonna be more action, but this was just a quick introduction so far. I hope you all enjoyed, and as always, stay coffee.